Do you ever wonder if you can increase the performance of your brain and be more focused, attentive, and also could solve many different complex problems? Then these 12 rules will help you to boost your performance by 34% if you understand these all rules and implement them in your daily life so that you can perform better. These 12 rules have been extracted from the book, Brain Rules, by the author John J Medina, who is a development molecular biologist whose main research area was isolation and characterization of genes involved in human development. He also studied the mental health of many individuals, through which he wrote about these 12 brain rules. Let's see what these rules are. And welcome to the Golden Therapy channel, where we want to inspire and change your life. So let's begin. 1. Exercise boosts brain power. According to the author John J Medina, our brain developed in ancient times when we used to walk for more than 12 miles in search of food and shelter. Many researchers have also explained that those people who do exercises like HIIT, an aerobic exercise in which our breathing and blood flow is high, at that time our brain expels all the negative energy, and we are more attentive and focused to do any task. Exercise gives our brain a kick, which keeps our brain healthy and is also helpful in the long run. 2. The human brain evolved to. Firstly, our brain evolved from the lizard brain. At that time, our lizard brain could only perform basic body functions. Later on, we got a cat brain in which our brain developed the amygdala, which was responsible for hunting, surviving, and reproduction. As this cat brain gave us more, and when we were able to migrate to savanna, we were able to develop the cortex in our brain, which is responsible for all the things humans have achieved to date. 3. Every brain is wired differently. For this, I would like to give an example of the best basketball player of his time, Michael Jordan, who later joined a baseball team. Everybody thought he would be the best in this as well, but the result was different from any other people who have ever thought his performance was not good for the baseball game. I know you might think that both baseball and basketball have almost similar activities, but the results suggested that the body developed by Michael Jordan is much more suitable for basketball rather than baseball. So our brain is wired according to the activity we do with our body. 4. We are made to focus on one thing. Multitasking is a myth. Our brain has been developed to do one work at a time. As our brain is divided into two, conscious and subconscious brains, we think we can multitask because we cannot, and should not be, as our focus is divided and our result for that work. Research has said that if we want to focus on something, we have to be emotionally aroused to get the result we want. 5. Repeat to remember. For this author has suggested that we have to have a similar kind of environment to remember the things we want. For example, if a student made his room environment like that of an exam hall, he can remember all the answers much more effectively. 6. Remember to repeat. We always want a memory or skill to last for a long time, but we always forget about these memories. According to the author, a person can remember these skills or memories by revising those skills in a brief period, and research has also shown that long-term memories occur when our cortex communicates with the hippocampus of our brain to remember these memories. 7. Sleep well, think well. Research has shown that those people who slept less are less focused, less attentive, and moodier. As many of us believe we work hard without sleep, but research has proven that sleep is the best friend of the brain. For more, NASA scientists experimented on their pilots, in which if the pilot were given a small 26 minutes nap, their performance would increase by 34%. 8. Stress brains don't learn the same way. Stress is responsible for the release of cortisol and adrenaline in our brain, which makes our body attentive for a small period, but later they become lethargic, which makes us less functional later on. For example, when someone in our family gets ill and has to be admitted to the hospital, we become stressed, and at that time, if we give anyone a simple math calculation, they cannot perform. 9. Stimulate more of the senses. According to the researcher, it is suggested when we want to remember any kind of work or memories, then one of the best ways is to involve our senses. 10. Vision trump all other senses. Research has already indicated that our vision is more responsible for the remembrance of our memory than any other medium, like written and spoken, cause our vision uses more than 50% of our brain resources. 11. Male and female brains are completely different, as we know that male is born from the X chromosome of their mother and females are born from the combination of X and Y chromosomes of both the father and mother. So from birth, the male and female brains are developed differently, as the researcher has proven that when a man and woman are stressed, the women activate the left hemisphere, usually emotional memory, whereas men activate the right hemisphere of the brain, which remembers either the solution or finds a solution. 12. Humans are powerful and natural explorers. We are born with the mind to always be curious and always search for answers to every question that defines existence and beyond. We are the only animal who is pre-programmed to be curious, like kids who like to question everything.